Every single day there's a fight going on inside you. And it's not you against anyone else. It's you against you. That voice in your head, the one telling you to stay comfortable, to take it easy, to back down, that's the real enemy. And you've been letting it win for too long. The person you were yesterday has nothing on who you can become tomorrow. This isn't about anyone else. It's about stepping up and deciding that today you're going to be better. You're going to push harder. The only competition that matters, there's the one between you and the version of yourself that's holding you back. We all have that voice in our head, right? The one that whispers, take the easy way out, or maybe tomorrow. It's that voice that makes you second guess yourself, that keeps you stuck in your comfort zone. And yeah, it feels safe there, doesn't it? But deep down, you know it's not where you're supposed to be. That voice, it's lying to you. Now there's another voice, a smaller, quieter one, and it's telling you the truth. It's saying, get up, push harder, go where it hurts, because that's where you grow. Most of us, we ignore that voice. Why? Because it's uncomfortable, because it makes us face pain, makes us face the truth about ourselves. You've got two choices. You either listen to the voice that keeps you comfortable, or you listen to the voice that's calling you to level up, to face the tough stuff head on. Thing is, nobody else can make that choice for you. It's you versus you. Fear controls way too many of us. It creeps in, it whispers in your ear, and it tells you to back down. But when was the last time running from fear ever made you better? Exactly. Fear isn't something you avoid. It's something you face head on. You've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. The only way to grow is to go straight into what scares you the most. I'm not talking about doing it when you feel like it, or when it's convenient. I'm talking about looking that fear dead in the face and saying, not today. Because every time you dodge your fears, you lose a piece of yourself. But when you confront them, when you stand your ground, something changes. You become stronger. You become braver. It's gonna hurt. There's no way around that. Growth happens in the pain. But that pain, that's temporary. The pride, the strength you get from beating it, that lasts forever. You want to win? Start facing the things that make you scared, uncomfortable, and vulnerable. That's where the real growth happens. That's where you find out who you really are. You've got to look fear in the eye, then move forward anyway. It's you versus you. Then the only thing standing between you and your greatness is your fear. Most people don't want to hear. Self-discipline, there's everything. Without it, you're going nowhere fast. It doesn't matter how motivated you feel today, because motivation fades. But discipline, that's what keeps you going when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you don't see results right away. Discipline is what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. when no one else is watching. It's what pushes you to show up, day in and day out, when everyone else is taking it easy. No one is coming to save you. No one's going to drag you out of bed, make you go after your dreams, or hold you accountable. It's all on you. And that's not a bad thing, because when you take full responsibility for your life, something incredible happens. You realize you have the power to change everything. It's not about relying on someone else to push you. It's about building that fire inside of you, that drive to keep moving forward no matter what. Discipline is the difference between those who want something and those who get something. If you want to level up, if you want to break through barriers, you've got to make discipline your best friend. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop counting on motivation. Get up and do the work, even when it's hard, even when it sucks. That's where the breakthroughs happen. It's you versus you. And discipline is the weapon you need to win that fight. Life's going to hit you hard. You're going to face struggles, challenges, and setbacks. that make you question everything. But guess what? Those struggles aren't here to break you. They're here to build you. You've got to stop seeing challenges as roadblocks, then start seeing them as stepping stones. Every time life knocks you down, that's giving you the chance to get back up stronger. Your struggles are your training ground. That pain, that frustration, that failure, that's where the growth happens. It's easy to sit around and feel sorry for yourself, but what's that going to do? Nothing. Instead of saying, "Why me?" start saying, "Try me," because every single struggle is shaping you into someone tougher, someone smarter, someone who can handle more. The people who win in life aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who took their hardest moments and turned them into fuel. They didn't run from pain. They used it. So, the next time life throws a punch, don't back down. Lean into it. Embrace the struggle, because that's what's making you unstoppable. Remember, it's you versus you, and the only way you lose is if you quit. So take that pain, that adversity, then turn it into your power. That's how you win. The world is loud. Everywhere you turn, there's someone or something trying to tell you who you should be, how you should live, and what success looks like. Social media, your friends, even your family, everyone's got an opinion. None of that matters. The only voice that matters is yours. You've got to learn how to block out all that noise. Stop comparing yourself to what others are doing. Stop measuring your worth by someone else's standards. It's not about what they're doing. It's about what you're doing. This is your journey, your race, that no one else is running it but you. The moment you stop looking around and start looking within, everything changes. That's where the real progress happens. It's so easy to get caught up in other people's lives, thinking they've got it all figured out while you're struggling. Half the time, they're just as lost as you are. They know how to put on a good show, but you don't need to show off. You need to show up every day for yourself. So stop letting the outside world control your inner world. You've got a mission, a goal, a purpose that's yours alone. Stay focused, stay locked in. When you silence the noise and tune into your own voice, that's when you start to realize your full potential. It's you versus you. And the only way to win is to listen to the one voice that's pushing you forward. Willpower. That's what separates the winners from everyone else. Not talent, not luck, not some secret formula. It's that raw, unshakable will to keep going when every part of you is screaming to stop. That point where the pain is too much, where the doubts creep in, where the fear of failure paralyzes you. But here's the thing. Most people quit when they hit that wall. The ones who don't, they'll break through it. Willpower is about digging deep. It's about finding that part of you that refuses to give up, no matter how hard it gets. You can't buy it, you can't fake it, and nobody can give it to you. It's built in the struggle, in those moments where you want to quit, but choose to push forward anyway. That's where you find out what you're really made of. No one is going to hand you the life you want. You've got to fight for it. You've got to find that willpower inside you that says, "I'm not done yet." It doesn't matter if you fail. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is that you get back up every single time. The only person standing between you and the life you want is you. And the only thing that's going to get you there is your willpower. So when the world tells you to stop, when your body says it's too much, when your mind tries to convince you to quit, that's when you dig deeper. That's when you find your will. Because once you've unlocked that, nothing can stop you. It's you versus you, and your willpower is what's going to carry you across the finish line. Success isn't instant. It's not something you stumble into, and it's not handed to you on a silver platter. Success is a process that's showing up every single day, putting in the work, even when you don't feel like it, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Most people want the quick fix, the shortcut. But let me tell you something, there are no shortcuts. The only way to win is to embrace the grind. The process is where the magic happens. It's in the long nights, the early mornings, the failures, and the setbacks. That's where you grow. That's where you find out how bad you really want it. Then yeah, it's going to be hard. There's going to be times where you feel like giving up, where you wonder if all the effort is even worth it. But that's where you have to dig in, because the process is what separates those who dream from those who would achieve. You're not going to see results right away. But here's the thing, you're building something that's going to last. Every little step you take is getting you closer, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. You've got to trust the process. Trust that the work you're putting in today is going to pay off tomorrow. So stop looking for the finish line. Stop waiting for that perfect moment that's not coming. The only thing that matters is what you're doing right now, in this moment. That's how you win. One day, one step, one rep at a time. It's you versus you, and the process is the battlefield where you prove yourself. Embrace it, own it, because when you do, that's when the real victory happens. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. No one else is running your race. No one else is living your life. The only competition that really matters is the one between who you are right now and who you know you can be. And the journey. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about pushing yourself a little bit further every single day. Before we dive in, if you're ready to transform your life, hit that subscribe button and join our community of growth and motivation. Now let me tell you something right now. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is all about mindset. The 1% mindset. It's the way you see the world. It's the way you face challenges. It's the way you think when times are tough. That's what makes the 1% different from the rest. It's not the money in the bank. It's not the connections they have. It's the choices they make every single day. Let me be real with you. We all get 24 hours in a day. Just like Bill Gates, just like Elon Musk, just like that person you look up to. What are you doing with your 24 hours? You see, the 1% don't waste their time. They don't let distractions pull them away from their goals. They don't spend hours scrolling through social media. They don't get lost in pointless gossip. They know what they want, and they are willing to put in the work every single day. You know, most people think that success is about talent or luck. They think that the 1% were born with something special, something that others just don't have. But let me tell you the truth. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's not about being the most talented. It's about consistency. The 1% mindset is about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work when nobody is watching, when nobody is applauding, when nobody even believes in you. It's easy to put in the work when things are going well, when life is smooth. But can you keep pushing when the obstacles come, when the setbacks hit, when you feel like everything is against you? The 1% understand one simple thing. Growth happens outside of comfort. They understand that if you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. Most people want the reward, but they don't want the struggle. They want the success, but they don't want the sacrifice. But the 1%, they embrace the struggle. They know that the challenges they face today are the training ground for the strength they'll need tomorrow. They are willing to invest in themselves, in their education, in their health, in their mindset, because they know the return on that investment is a life that most people only dream of. The 1% mindset is not just about financial success. It's about being the best version of yourself in every aspect of your life. It's about being the best parent, the best partner, the best leader. It's about living a life that's true to your values, a life that inspires others, a life that leaves a legacy. The 1% don't settle for mediocrity. They don't settle for good enough. They strive for greatness. Not because they want the recognition, but because they know they are capable of more, and they refuse to waste their potential. You've got to understand this. There's no magic formula. There's no secret to success that only the 1% know. The truth is, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's about discipline. It's about resilience. It's about getting up one more time than you fall. It's about making sacrifices today so you can enjoy the rewards tomorrow. Most people quit when things get hard. Most people settle when they face resistance. But the 1%, they push through. They keep going. They find a way. Let me share a story with you. Imagine a bamboo tree. When you plant a bamboo tree, you have to water it and nurture it every single day. For years, you see nothing. No growth, no sign that anything is happening. You keep watering, you keep nurturing, and still nothing. But you keep going. And then, one day, the bamboo tree shoots up, sometimes growing as much as 90 feet in just a few weeks. All that time, the bamboo is growing roots, building a foundation, preparing for that moment of explosive growth. And that's how it is with the 1% mindset. You put in the work, you keep going, even when you don't see the results right away, because you know that eventually you will break through. You've got to train your mind to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You've got to believe in yourself when nobody else does. You've got to be willing to put in the work, day in and day out, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Because the truth is, every small step you take, every small decision you make, is bringing you closer to your goals. It's not about massive leaps. It's about those tiny, consistent actions that compound over time. The 1% know that greatness is not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every day. It's about habits. It's about routines. It's about the little things that add up to something extraordinary. You see, success is not a single event. It's a process. It's not about one big moment. It's about all the small moments that lead up to it. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, even when you want to quit, because that's what separates the 1% from the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to make a choice. Are you going to be part of the 99%? Or are you going to step up and become part of the 1%? Are you going to let excuses hold you back? Or are you going to take responsibility for your life and go after what you want? The 1% mindset is about ownership. It's about understanding that no one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. You are responsible for your own success. You are responsible for your own happiness. And you have everything you need within you to make it happen. Most people live their lives waiting for the perfect moment. They wait for the right time, the right opportunity, the right person to come along and make everything better. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no right time. There is only now. The 1% understand this. They don't wait for life to happen to them. They make life happen. They take action. They create opportunities. They make decisions, and they move forward. They understand that the only way to achieve their goals is to take action, to keep moving, to keep striving, no matter what. So I challenge you today. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the right opportunity, for someone to give you permission, for someone to believe in you. The 1% don't wait. They create. They take action. They bet on themselves. They take risks. They make sacrifices. And they keep moving forward no matter what. Because they know that at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is whether or not they gave it their all. And here's something else you need to know. Failure is part of the journey. The 1% fail more than anyone else because they're willing to try more than anyone else. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as a lesson, as an opportunity to grow, as a stepping stone on the path to success. They understand that every failure brings them one step closer to success. They embrace failure, they learn from it, and they use it to get better. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to become part of the 1%. But it starts with your mindset. It starts with the choices you make every single day. It starts with deciding that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of greatness, and that you will do whatever it takes to get there. Let me ask you this. What do you really want? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of impact do you want to make? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? The 1% have a clear vision of what they want. They know what they're working towards. They have goals, they have dreams, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to make them a reality. They don't let fear hold them back. They don't let doubt stop them. They don't let obstacles stand in their way. They have a vision, and they go after it with everything they've got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop settling. It's time to step up. It's time to embrace the 1% mindset and start living the life you know you are capable of. The journey won't be easy, but I promise you this, it will be worth it. So get up, take action, and never, ever give up. The 1% mindset is within your reach. The only question is, are you willing to go after it?